We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Ian Happ, with the season coming to a close, the senior circuit's leading hitter makes his case for a batting title. Next. Miguel Yajure, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a great mix of fastballs. He has a four-seamer that's straight that he'll ride up in the zone, and then he has the cutter, which breaks away. Two pitches that look the same, that have different angles and different breaks. And if he has a good cutter this afternoon, that makes his four-seam fastball up in the zone that much better.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's currently first on the batting leaderboard, but with second place in hot pursuit, he hasn't looked himself at the plate lately.
Yeah, he's been struggling the last couple games, no doubt about that, but he is well aware that somebody is absolutely on his heels right now. He's got to put together a quality AB right here to relax himself.
Fouled off. Now before the next pitch, time is called at home plate as he'll step out. The 1-1. Misses, ball two. And while he's been a dominant offensive force this year, a quick look at his last 10 games paints a bleaker picture. His batting average is below 250 over that stretch.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And his average has been hovering close to 300 in recent games. But for a guy who's competing for a batting title, he'll want to pick up the pace even more.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race. But he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Well, he's been stellar overall. His batting numbers over the last 10 games are closer to the league average.
He knows it. He knows he has to pick up the pace a little bit. This isn't going to get it done. The last 10 games, although he's finding ways to help his team and get on base, if he's got any chance of winning this batting crown, he's going to have to elevate his batting average just a little bit more.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Fouled away. First chance for him here with a runner at first and one gone. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. Happ, base runner at first with one out. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Working for the punch out and the offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Wow, he puts a serious charge into this ball. Ends up splitting the two outfielders. Bangs up against the wall in right center. And he cruises into second, knowing he can't hit the ball much harder than that.
Here's Javier Baez, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On a line, that's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first two games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Not close. It's 2-0.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Two and one.
Count 2-1.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Alfred's under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number one. The Cubbies are in front, 1-0. Wade Miley, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Now to the plate, Anthony Alford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Anthony Alford.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Pitch on the way.
1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
3-0. Brian Reynolds will be next. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
In now, Brian Reynolds. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple. So just like that, he's at third here with one away as we show you the league leaders in 3 base hits. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. At the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The average sits at 294, 18 homers, and 68 runs batted in. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Belted high in the air out to left. Going back is the left fielder at the track. And that one is good.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
So now to the plate, Yoshi Tsutsugo. Swing, and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. Now the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit.